How's it going? It's Ren coming to you live here in Southeast Idaho. It's a great day. Hope you guys are all having a good day. What I wanted to talk about um, is Empower Network's future. And I was in Orlando, Florida at the live event. Just amazing. I mean, I listened to about 30 plus speakers that have just done amazing things. And uh, the one thing that impresses me about Empower Network is that very transparent. They don't very transparent. And so here's some of the things David Wood talked, and here's some things that here's where the future is going with the Power Network right now. The the big thing, the big focus is back to the basics blogging, and that's been a big, huge one. Um, the past year, um, people, not necessarily in Power Network as much as just the community itself, has kind of got away a little bit from blogging, the basics, the thing that made Empower Network um, good at first. I mean, so really the big focus is going to be back to blogging. Empower Network uh, used to get like 3 million plus unique visitors per month coming to their blog, but the past 12 months it's gone down substantially, and the reason why is because people are focusing. They're not doing the basics, blogging daily. When you have 155,000 people that blog daily on a certain unique subject, you can imagine the amount of traffic that generates. But when people don't, it's more difficult. So back to the basics is a big one, and I think a thing that's going to help that is they're going to go back to WordPress, which is going to give more flexibility. They've got some apps that are coming out that are going to make it so you can blog a lot quicker and faster, like 10 to 15 minutes. All you do is answer some questions pertaining to a certain subject, and out comes a blog post that's all optimized. So I think that's phenomenal. So they're focusing on that. The the Chris Record, he used to get um, back when the traffic was high and our rankings were high. He would get 100 people a month uh, that would buy something in some form or another from his blog, um, and that'll start to happen again. Traffic will start to increase the more that happens. Um, Now here's a big one. 70% of all people that sign up, they drop out. They end up dropping out. They may sign up again, but they end up dropping out. So the retention rate on this is 70%. Um, and most opportunities, the, obviously there's going to be dropout on there. Now the way to combat that is that there's the new thing that's going to be coming out is 21-day challenge. And what that means is any new people that come on and uh, become involved with Empower Network, it's a 21-day challenge, meaning uh, they will produce content for 21 days. Here's the cool part. Let's say they do the content for 21 days and they end up saying, it's not for me. They go on to something else. Uh, that's just how it is. When they go on to something else, what happens is all those blog posts that they did roll up to you. So if you got them connected with it, all those are attached to you, and those blog posts stay forever. It doesn't go anywhere. They're still there. So that content basically replaces them. So if they quit, great, quit. You know, all that content is for you. So what happened at the very beginning of this whole Empower Network is some of the large leaders, Lawrence Tam and some of the bigger leaders, they would get these signups and they're like, what the freak? Where am I getting these signups from? Was it from my pay per click? Was it from my blog post? No, it wasn't. So they couldn't quite figure out where it was. Well, what it was it was basically pass ups. It was those people that signed up initially. They produced content and then they ended up quitting, and that content was attached though to that leader, and that's where they got the sale. Is that somehow, some way, it that's how they got the sale. So who cares, right? Who cares if the person quits if it replaces them? The content that they produce replaces them. So that's pretty huge. So the 21-day challenge, it stays with you. Um, okay, now here's something that's very interesting. Right now, here's what happens in the industry, and this is David Wood kind of went over this. Um, a new hot thing will come out. The business industry, home-based business industry, is very fickle. It's a small circle. And what ends up happening is a new thing comes out. Hey, this magical software, this magical thing is gonna cure everybody's. It's gonna solve everything. What ends up happening is all these people, they end up running to this new thing, right? And they get into it. And what happens is those new opportunities, they end up becoming very successful very quick, like 60 to 90 days, it just shoots up. But then what happens is all those people, the next little shiny little coin that comes out, boom, they run to that opportunity and they leave this one, and this one just tanks. And then, and it's a big cycle, of people in this business running from one opportunity to the other. And because of that, a lot of businesses they're not sustainable. Um, the Empower Network is different though. It's sustainable because of the products and the way that it's done with blogging. Blogging is something that's sticky. You put a blog post out there, and it could be something 5 years ago. It'll still generate traffic over and over again. You get 155,000 people doing that daily. If people quit or they whatever, that information still stays there and still increases it and creates this large, large asset in the sustainability. And so sustainability and stickiness is a huge one right here. Um, Here's another exciting thing. Now, blogging. Now, in the past, um, Empower Network has been kind of focused on the that circle, the biz opportunity um, industry, home-based business industry, network marketing industry, right? It's this small circle, right? Um, yeah, but now the cool part though is where we're going with this is where Empower Network is going to start reaching outside that home-based business industry into any industry in the entire world. So if you're a real estate agent, it would make sense to actually get an Empower Network blog rather than building your own, because you're going to get this um, blog platform where everything's set up, but it's an authority site that will naturally start generating traffic. So you post all your real estate stuff on that blog, and it'll automatically start getting you SEO traffic rather than starting from scratch. So it's going to start. So literally, the industry is gone from this little tiny thing called business opportunity, home-based business, to any industry, and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So what that's going to do, yeah. So I mean, it's just going to be very exciting. Um, and then what happens is that the other part of this piece of the puzzle is so many times people in this industry, they just promote. That's all they do all day. Hey, make $100,000, in 6 months. Come buy this, come back buy that, and people are just so exhausted from that. And so one huge thing, Chris Rushlow is huge on this, but uh, one big thing is bridge marketing that does that solves that in the fact that if I'm a golfer and I have a golf business, right? Let's say I sell golf clubs, right? Yeah, I could go create my own blog, could create my own website. Now, if I went to Empower Network, I get an authority site, and I get this platform already done for me that allows me to reach my industry quicker. Now, let's just say that I like golf and I'm passionate about golf. I don't have a business or anything like that. What bridge marketing is that you write about golf, what you're passionate about. Um, cash is, what does Chris Russell say? I mean, Chris Record say, passion, cash in the passion, or something like that. But what with the golf though is you would write all kinds of you write all about golf clubs, where to golf, um, improve your golf swing, you know, this golf professional versus that golf professional. I mean, you write all about golf, which generates all kinds of traffic for people in the golf industry, right? They read your article, and then you bridge them from this article. When they read that, you provide such value that you build this trust there. You build this trust there that by the time they get to the bottom of this article, they're like, okay, I trust this guy. This guy knows what he's talking about. And you bridge market them over to the opportunity that you're in. Uh, so it's beautiful, you know. So if you're writing about golf, they get to the bottom of it. Hey, you can, here's an opportunity where you can work from home, start your own blog, and write whatever it is that you want. Um, and so it's a beautiful situation. So bridge marketing beyond that. Now, the other thing about blogging too is that 15, show you this one, 15 to 20% end up converting on blogging. Now, on it varies. I'm not, this is no guarantee in income or any guarantee in conversion, but typically, but many times, 15 to 20% conversion on your blog versus pay-per-click or any of these other avenues. The reason why is just like I've said. People they'll read this valuable article pertaining to what it is that they're interested in. They build that trust, and by the time they get it to the bottom, you've already warmed them up and they end up buying. So that's just huge, huge with blogs. So that's the direction that Empower Network is going right now. That's the future plan, and it's very, very exciting. We're getting back to the basics, getting back to blogging, and we're going to start to rank in a big way again, so that natural traffic starts coming in, and we're going to do that by these different platforms and exciting things that are coming out with WordPress, a new app that's coming out that's going to help so that you can generate a blog 10 to 15 minutes, a very good high quality blog, um, and so forth. So that's that, and hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.